What's up, boys and girls? Today I'll share with you one of the best strategies for binary options, which shows excellent results. Do not miss a minute of this video to learn how to make money on binary options. And of course, let's make some money. Now I will show you what indicator we will need today for trading. First of all, we'll go to our indicators and turn on Fractal. Then we go to the Active tab and click on this gear and configure it. The settings are set by default, and if you're a beginner, I would not advise you to change them. But if you are already an experienced trader, you can play around and adjust the indicators to your unique system. The main thing to remember is that if you change the number of periods, you either increase or decrease the sensitivity of this indicator. This can have a positive or negative effect on you, since in the first case it will give more signals, including false ones, and in the second case there will be fewer of them, but false ones will appear less often. So we have finished the settings to our indicator and it's ready to work. And let me finally tell you how to make deals using this strategy and our indicator. It is very simple. The main purpose of this indicator is to detect local minimums and local maximums on the price chart. That is, places of expected price reversal. Based on the data obtained, it will be easier for us to understand where to make a deal. A fractal is formed from an odd number of candles. In the classic version, according to Bill Williams, it consists of candles, the middle of which is either the highest fractal up or the lowest fractal down. In the first case, two candles are formed first, the second of which is higher than the first one. The level of the third candle is even higher, and then there is a consistent decrease. This figure is also called a fractal for sale. The fractal indicator for purchase is formed in a similar way, only here there is a decrease and then an increase. The main condition is that the central candle is higher or lower than all the others. Its value will be the value of the fractal. If the number of candles is even, the center is considered to be the later maximum or minimum. Candles can participate in the formation of two figures at the same time. Before making a decision based on the fractal, it is necessary to wait for the closing of the last candle. There is always a risk that during its formation there will be a price maneuver, as a result of which a figure will be formed that does not correspond to the basic condition. Only after making sure that the fractal has actually taken place, you can start working with it. In simple terms, for example, when we see a red fractal, we wait for the third candle to close and only then we place a sell order. The same goes for the opposite direction. Well guys, I think it's time to finally move on to trading itself and see how this strategy shows itself in practice. And by the way, the optimal time frame for this indicator is up to 1 minute, and I will trade on a time interval of 10 seconds. Now let's trade. We see that on this currency pair all the cards have come together, and now we bet on an increase. Since we have an upper fractal, we accordingly skip two candles, wait for the third one to form and bet on a decrease. We see that our deal has entered into an ideal plus and our balance has increased. Now let's look for the next situation to enter the deal. On this currency pair, the situation is already different. Here we have a lower fractal and I want to try a slightly different tactic. But guys, do not try to repeat it if you're just starting. We wait a few seconds for the second candle to enter and bet on an increase, since the candles before and after our lower fractal are located above it. We wait a bit and see that the candle goes up. And once again, we confidently take profit from this deal. As we can see, this strategy shows itself very well, and I think it's time to make another deal. Here is another situation for entry. We have a lower fractal again, the next two candles closed higher, and we open bet on increase, that is, in the opposite direction from the fractal. If the fractal is lower, then we bet on increase and vice versa. As a result, we get 3 deals in a row in the plus according to this strategy. Now guys, let me tell you about the advantage that I found using this strategy. First of all, the indicator allows you to identify potential support and resistance levels. The second advantage, the fractal indicator is quite easy to understand and configure, which makes it accessible to traders with different levels of experience. The third advantage, fractals can be effectively used in combination with other indicators, such as moving average, oscillators, or an alligator, which can increase the effectiveness of this strategy. Fourth advantage, the signals that fractals generate are visually obvious, and this feature of this indicator allows traders to quickly respond to changes in the market. And the fifth one, although fractals can be effectively used on any time intervals, they are most effectively used on the time frame from 10 to 50 seconds. The fractal indicator is not among the most popular tools used by traders. However, it can be useful if used wisely. Today, this pattern is considered as an auxiliary tool for trend detection. Although there are many advantages, it should be kept in mind that no indicator can guarantee success, and it is always worth considering additional factors such as news, fundamental analysis, and the overall market situation. As I mentioned earlier, this strategy shows excellent results, but it is very important to remember a few key points. Do not let excitement and greed control your actions. Stay calm and act wisely. And I also want to remind you about the importance of money management and risk management. This will help you to protect your balance from unnecessary losses. If you ignore these recommendations, there is a high probability that you will drain your balance. That's it guys. If you like the content, don't forget to leave a comment under the video, and of course subscribe to my Telegram channel where I share educational materials on trading, as well as talk about my life and my thoughts. Good luck to everyone. See you soon. Peace.